sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand.
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether eagle, giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. CeeDee Lamb. So only one team over here is Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, it's you got us a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency, then we got to go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
Oh man, it's your boy Henny DeMoore reporting live from the liquor store. And listen, Jerry Jones stating that Trey Lance will make the team is not newsworthy or groundbreaking. Because you got to remember, last year when Trey Lance was the emergency quarterback, he was on the team, right? He wasn't the backup, he didn't play, but he was on the team. And you also got to remember that Trey Lance has a cap hit of over $5 million that the Dallas Cowboys are on the hook for. They can't get out of that. So Trey Lance was always going to make the team. Now, whether or not he's going to be the quarterback 2 or quarterback 3 going into the season, that's up in the air, right? That's still up for debate. But Trey Lance was always going to make the team. That was never up for debate. So, yeah, so if that rubbed you the wrong way, don't let it. He was always going to make the team regardless. Cap hit, what they expect to get him, he was going to make the team. But, hey, it's your boy Henny, and I'm out. And I'm not actually out. I'm in, man. We in the building inside of the liquor store, man. What's good with y'all good people out there across Cowboys Nation, man? It's your boy Henny DeMoore reporting live from the liquor store. And I want to apologize to my good people out there, man. I want to apologize to all my folks. I ain't really been dropping content like that recently. Been a little bit under the weather, been a little ill. But I'm feeling like myself, man. I'm feeling like myself. We back. The liquor store is wide open, and we finna get drunk off this Dallas Cowboys content together, man. But hey, we got a lot of things to discuss today, man. We got a lot of things to discuss. The Dallas Cowboys have brought in multiple defensive tackles. We brought in defensive line help. There's still rumblings about what's going on with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. We got the preseason finale coming up Saturday. Final preseason game before we kick off the regular season. So there's a bunch of little topics to touch on. But before I get too far ahead of ourselves, man, y'all know the usual. He said you had me thinking the show was over already. Hey, no. Hey, and that's what I'm gonna start doing when we do Cowboys Uncut. I'm gonna start getting clips from all three of us. I'm gonna have a clip of Wes giving some updates on stuff. I'm gonna have a clip of myself giving some updates, and I'm gonna talk LandLord and making some more shorts so I can have some clips with him as well. And we'll start the show off like that. We'll start the show off with our most recent news updates, and then we'll go into the show and chop up about the regular subjects. But yeah, this is Cowboys Uncut. I'm not sure what my co-hosts are right now. They usually show up fashionably late, but we gonna rock out, man. We're gonna have ourselves a good time in the liquor store, man. We're gonna have ourselves a good time in the liquor store, a good time in the trap, and a good time over in the West Coast. But y'all know the usual rules of engagement, man. When you see your independent content creators go live, man, the first thing that y'all folks need to do is to hit that like button. The more likes that we get on these videos, the more that the algorithm is going to fool with us, man. So listen, like I know you don't know this, but YouTube don't always show you the videos that, that they get posted. They show you the most popular videos, the videos with the most engagement, the videos with the most views, yada, yada, so on and so forth. So they don't usually show you everything. So that the videos can get out in front of everybody, we need y'all to hit those like buttons all across the board. And speaking of Mr. D Nefarious himself, LandLord has emerged from the pits of hell to wreak havoc across Cowboys Nation. What's good with you, man?
What's going on, man? Don't listen to him. He's a terrible, terrible host. All he do is talk crap. But we doing good.
Wow, I feel so bad, man. I feel so bad. Not that you said that, but I see a Jets fan in the building. I just feel a deep, overwhelming pity in my stomach for this man. Everybody
you feel better.
Say a prayer for M. Woody. Nothing is wrong. He is just a Jets fan. Pray for this man.
That must be a terrible existence to be a Jets fan. That's crazy.
Hey, and listen, he didn't even say anything wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure M. Woody is a good person, but I just feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even last year, they had everything lined up. You got Aaron Rodgers. Everything was supposed to be going in your favor. Then, boom, 2 plays in, the man gone for the season.
Yeah, they got to be cursed at this point.
Yeah, I hate that for them, man. But, hey,
he barely even did a warm-up drill, and he was hurt. ASAP.
Hey, beat the Cowboys, Woody. Beat the Cowboys, then you can say that. Until then, you got to sit at the little kids' table and, just watch us run around and have fun. We got a younger quarterback who got both his Achilles. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about nothing you talk about, my boy. Ain't worried about nothing you talking about. We got a good team over here. Come beat the Cowboys. You got that kind of smoke, man. But, hey, LandLord, which topic do you want to start on today, man? Because do you want to talk about the preseason game? Do you want to talk about the new acquisition of getting the defensive tackles? Where do you want to start your train of thought? Or do you want to start with Jerry Jones straight up saying that Trey Lance is going to make the team?
First and foremost, I just want to think about, just imagine finding yourself on a Jets podcast. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Do they even have those? Like, do they have Jets podcasts? That's interesting right there. But, yeah, man. We can talk about whatever, man. We can talk about the acquisitions that we got. It's up to you.
Let's start with the Trey Lance stuff. Because, I know a lot of people are running away with that. Because, a lot of people are saying because Jerry Jones said that guarantees he's going to be quarterback 2. But I don't necessarily agree with that because I'm going to explain to y'all why Trey Lance was always going to make the team. Can I do that real quick and then you can give your thoughts on it?
Do your thing.
All right. So I know y'all saw the little clip I played before we jumped into the show. But Trey Lance was always going to make the team. Because I want you to remember this. The emergency quarterback has to be on the active 53-man roster. Per the NFL rules, the emergency quarterback cannot be a practice squad elevation. He has to be somebody that is currently taking up a roster spot on the 53-man roster. So just like last year, when Trey Lance was the emergency quarterback, he was on the 53-man roster. Somebody got cut so that Trey Lance could be on the team last year, right? Remember, it was Will Greer. Will Greer knew he was getting cut after the final preseason game. That's why Dak Prescott went crazy with the play calling, so he could put his homeboy on full display. I know a lot of people were saying that Dak was upset about Trey being acquired. He was actually more upset that one of his closest teammates was getting cut. Him and Will Greer were like this. Because even when Cooper Rush didn't go to the team get together, Will Greer was right there. They were tight. So there's that. Number two, even if the Dallas Cowboys somehow found somebody crazy enough to trade for Trey Lance, they would still be on the hook for the $5 million that they owe to him. If you were to cut Trey Lance or if you were to trade Trey Lance, the Dallas Cowboys are still responsible for that $5 million cap hit. So Dallas Cowboys are not going to just have a $5 million dead cap hit and trade away a 4th-round pick and get absolutely nothing for Trey Lance. He's going to make the team regardless of what the hell we thought. Do you agree
True,
with that?
it's nothing that can be done.
Exactly.
You don't want to just waste your money.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I was saying, like, I think folks were getting a little too far ahead of themselves when they heard Jerry Jones say that. Like, of course, not only is Trey Lance going to make the team, I believe Cooper Rush is going to make the team.
He made the team last year.
Exactly.
And he did way less than this.
Exactly. All 3 quarterbacks are going to make the team because your emergency quarterback, even though he does not take up a game day roster spot, still has to be on the active 53-man roster. So all 3 of your quarterbacks, in my opinion, were always going to make it. Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. So, yeah. So automatically. You know, that you could have went ahead and penciled them in regardless. Because, listen, the Dallas Cowboys are too damn cheap to be taking $5 million dead cap hits. They're just not going to do that. Said Dak not going to be a quarterback forever. Shit, he don't have to be a quarterback forever. Just as long as he can still move around without a cane, he needs to be the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
until you can find
shout
somebody better.
Shout out to you guys because she the person that do the intro and we love it. But I don't want to talk about them dark days right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about them dark days right now. Because look, I'm a Spurs fan. I know what it is to rebuild. It's not fun. All right. We don't know when in the world we'll be able to compete. We got a good player, but we don't know when it's going to be time for us to actually be a contender. We got to hit on a couple of more pieces and pray. So I don't want to go back to that, man. Not at all.
Man, you ain't never lied about that. But let's go ahead and talk about the acquisitions on the defensive tackle room. Because we also got people saying they're adding people because Monty Smith is a bust. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think it necessarily means that he's a bust, but I do think it means that he's not quite ready to be the full-time starting tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. And that's okay, because I didn't expect for him, after not starting last year, coming off of shoulder surgery, to be ready this year. Like, LandLord, did that make sense to you? Like, hey, I know that you didn't play that much last year, but I want you to play more this year while you're less healthy than you were last year. Did that sound like it make any kind of sense to you, LandLord?
Nah, it don't make no sense. I mean, and then we expected him to have an even better role. But I mean, if he coming off a shoulder injury, I mean, how much could you expect from him? I just don't know.
Exactly. So, just so y'all understand what we're talking about, the Dallas Cowboys have reportedly, and this from Brandon Laurie. So the Dallas Cowboys were reportedly considering Linval Joseph when they decided on the trade for Jordan Phillips. Now they signed Joseph to help with the 1-tech position, and Phillips will stick at the 3-tech. Now, Jordan Phillips actually threw me for a curveball when he initially said this, because he's right. He has played 1 and 3-tech. He has the versatility to do both, but it appears that he prefers to play 3-tech. So he's actually going to be splitting time with Osa Odigizua, and Linval Joseph will be splitting time with Monty Smith. So now the Dallas Cowboys have one of the more deeper defensive tackles room, when that was actually an area of concern before these acquisitions. And listen, I'm not saying that neither one of these dudes are going to change the world. I'm not saying that they're finna cure cancer. I'm not saying that they're finna, I'm not saying that they're going to just make everything better. But they are an upgrade over what the Dallas Cowboys have had. And that's really the only caveat for me for you to be on my team. If you're better than what I had, I want you. Shout out to Nigel Wanza, though, on your end. He said, with a $5 super chat, he said, if Trey has a good game on Saturday, he'll be fighting for a starting spot in Dallas. They would have to make the NFC Championship for that not to happen. Well, I want you to remember, Nigel, Trey Lance is also a free agent next year. So the Dallas Cowboys will be on the hook next year for $40 million in dead money for Dak Prescott. Whatever you pay Trey Lance will be on top of that. And then you still need to get signed 2 other quarterbacks because Cooper Rush is a free agent. So
appreciate you, Nigel, man, for the $5 super. But good grief, man. I mean, think about this, and I ain't saying you wrong, because believe it or not, you might be right. It's just so crazy because Joneses will do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's what I agree with, but hey, he might not be wrong.
Nah, I'm not saying that it's completely out the realm of possibility if Dak Prescott's not here next year, right? Because somebody got to play quarterback. But we're just talking about bang for your buck.
With that little you seen from him, are you willing to give him that money, though? Because you got to sign him, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much money do you think Trey Lance gets, right? Because remember, the moment that he signs as your starting quarterback, he's gonna have to make starting quarterback money. So he's gonna have to make about $15 million. He's not going to sign and be a starting quarterback in the National Football League for $4 million, no shit like that. He's gonna sign for a double-digit amount, 15, 12, 13. It's gonna be somewhere in that area per year for Trey Lance, right?
Knowing the Joneses, they might convince him. They might convince him and like he a apprentice or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be the quarterback for this year, and then your pay gonna go. You know how them jobs do you? They probably try to do you like that. Well, you gonna get the real pay next year. So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it up. Keep up the good work.
That man agent will get dismissed so quick if he went outside like that for the Joneses. And I think that's one thing that people be forgetting when it comes to these contract negotiations. They might be able to sweet talk some players into that, but the players are in a union, and the union does not want them taking below league average for anything unless you have no choice. If you're a veteran and you're barely in the league, they will allow you to take the league average. If you are 25 years old and a starting quarterback, there's a certain standard that you have to make in order to sign a contract. Because remember, the agents are gonna look bad. They're gonna look bad in front of their clients. They don't get a logical deal done. The player union is not gonna be happy with y'all, about none of that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I understand. Like, I think Tyrone Church said you're a little wrong. I think he's right, but at the same time, it's just different conditions in Dallas. Like, we're a little different. We might bend the with the traditional way of doing things. That's just how we get down. So I mean, I believe you right 99% of the time, but Dallas is that 1% where, odd things, stranger things happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ed, Will, Mike, all them on Stranger Things.
Man, what you know about Stranger Things?
You don't know nothing about Stranger Things.
And listen, the reason I said 15 was because Gardner Minshew, I think he might be the cheapest non-rookie starting quarterback. He is making, he's on a 2-year, $25 million a year deal. So, that's why I said about 15, 12, 10, because I threw Gardner Minshew in there. So,
I actually like Gardner Minshew a little bit, though. I think he can play.
I think he's a bad quarterback at all, bro.
I really think he can play. He's just a wild live wire. Like, he's like a loose cannon quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that he's great, but he just one of them little niche quarterback that you like a little bit. That's how I look at him. I think he the Fitzpatrick of today. That's who he is.
Like a quarterback that's not great that I like to see play, like Justin Fields. Like, that's one quarterback. Yeah. He's exciting to watch, even though like he has his kinks and like, man, this man can't really make
I
all the
think you
throws
can
he
call that Fitzpatrick. Like I think he the epitome of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He the person that nobody really looked at him like he was good, but he always kept a job and he was always entertained in some kind of way. You know, so
He like Tony Romo light. If you had to get a diet Tony Romo,
yeah,
it's Gardner Minshew.
he a Romo light.
Yeah. Because you can't get the real thing all the time, but this one, the stitching is almost the same.
Yeah,
But nah, like I feel you with that, man. I said, did I
the
see the
wish
Eagles?
Tony Romo.
Now Craig asked, did we see that the Eagles got Dotson, Jahan Dotson, former first round pick from
Unfortunately, I
Commanders.
did.
I'll touch on it for 2 seconds. I think it was a great bang for your buck move by the Philadelphia Eagles. They got a guy who had back-to-back 500-yard seasons. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but he was playing with bad quarterback play with the Washington Commanders. You know what I'm saying? He still has the explosiveness that made him a first-round pick, and he's going to be wide receiver 3 there. So when you talk about wide receiver 3s, I would definitely have took Jahan Dotson to be somebody's 3. Because they got A.J. Brown still, they got Devontae Smith. Then you add Dotson to that. Like if the boy can actually learn to throw, then we might be in some issues.
I was just about to say because it just feel like the Eagles get everything they want. They the spoiled brat of the division. We the red-headed stepchild. We don't get nothing. We have to work for everything. We act like we in poverty over here. But I mean, if I believed in Jalen Hurts, I'd be concerned. I think Jalen Hurts still trash, like I've been saying since he first got there. And I feel like him and Kellen Moore gonna double team and tag team and screw everything up. So I'm still good. They gonna have Saquon over there and don't even run the ball. Saquon, they probably gonna be the most healthy season he had because Kellen ain't gonna run the ball.
And listen, our conversation that we had before the show. We chop it up all the time, but I don't really look at Saquon Barkley like a lot of people look at Saquon. Like I would have liked him for us because I was thirsty for running back, but he is not a guy that's ever went crazy against us. You know what I'm saying? Like Saquon don't ever have these massive 160, 200-yard rushing games against the Dallas Cowboys. Right? So like I don't look at Saquon the same way that other people do. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I believe Saquon Barkley is going to stay healthy fully in a 17-game season multiple times. Like I don't believe he's going to stay healthy like that.
You gonna get Saquon light because Kellen ain't gonna run the ball, man. You gonna get the light version of Saquon too.
He said we know Kellen loves to throw the ball. I know. Kellen Moore is addicted to throwing the ball. It's like crack rock to that man. Now that man will pawn a PlayStation so he can call some curls. If he can call curl routes, that man, that man can die happy. He said
Saquon can run a curl though. He can run a curl.
Saquon is 0-10 against the Dallas Cowboys. Shit.
That's so despicable right now. Is that true?
It depends if he was healthy in 2020. The last time the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Giants was in 2020 when Dak Prescott was hurt. It was the final game of the season. If Saquon Barkley didn't play in that game, then no, he would never have beaten. Because Dak Prescott only lost to the Giants in 2016. He has not lost to the Giants 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So yeah, it's a very good chance that that Saquon Barkley has never beaten the Dallas Cowboys.
And if I recall right, the first thing you want your quarterback to do is dominate his division.
Yep. But because he plays for Dallas and because the standard is somehow to win a Super Bowl every year, they don't give Dak Prescott credit for that.
Man, if Dak was a Ram, bro, if he was a Dolphin, if he was a Raven, he'll get my respect. If he was any other team, if he was a Commander, they might have a statue for him.
That's crazy, but you got to think about it. You know, do you know that this is like the 10th or the 8th season straight that the Commanders will have a different quarterback starting for them week 1? I forget. It's either a decade or 8 straight years, but they've had a different quarterback start for them. Week 1. But that's what the Dallas Cowboys want. They want to go into quarterback purgatory without Dak Prescott.
And they had a decent one, and they got rid of him. And never got a decent one again.
And listen, most of us don't even think Kirk Cousins is like that. I think he's a very good quarterback. But most of us don't look at him like he's an all-time great or a future Hall of Famer or none of that shit. Right? Do you see how hard it is just to replace Kirk Cousins? And we got a quarterback that's better?
It is hard, bro. They ain't got nobody close to Kirk since he left. Mm-hmm. Nobody.
And really, it's hard for me to even say this, but it's true. The Dallas Cowboys are spoiled at quarterback. Well, we never had to go through shit like that. We went straight from Tony Romo to Dak Prescott.
Salute to everybody coming in. Salute to the trap. Salute to the liquor store. Salute.
Man, salute to everybody, man. We 115 deep across all platforms, man. Salute to y'all good people. Man, make sure y'all hit 120 now. Y'all booming in here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all slap the shit out of an Eagles fan. And if you got it on your heart or you got it on your mind, hit that Cash App or that Super Chat for your independent content creators, man. It goes a long way in helping us continue to bring this content to y'all. And we appreciate y'all in advance. Pretty please to sugar on top. We ain't too proud to be. Oh, man. We said, can you imagine Kellen Moore calling a Hail Mary on the goal line? Oh, damn.
He gonna call a tush push on 3rd and 13.
Man, that'd be so damn funny. Kellen Moore play calling is all over the place. He said, yeah, the in between the Troy Aikman and Tony. Listen, and even then, that wasn't long enough for y'all because y'all didn't know how to act when y'all got Tony Romo. Y'all talk so bad about Tony, and all that man did was go out there and throw for a bunch of yards. I know he threw some picks, but y'all love y'all. Nah, listen, y'all love the gunslinger. Like y'all said, keep throwing the motherfucker. Y'all used to love a gunslinger. What happened?
I stand on that. I don't care nothing about no interceptions. I'm a wide receiver. You better throw the ball.
I seen Tony Romo throw 5 picks and we still won. Man, I ain't tripping on no damn interceptions. He said Jordan Love haven't done nothing. Land changed that profile pick. That draft wasn't shit.
Action be going, man.
Don't do this, man. What's up with you, Mr. Richburg? I see you too, man.
Hey, that Kansas City draft was wrong.
Indeed. Hey, Dr. Otto in the building. It's my mom. What's up with you? Hey, mama.
Hello, Mama Henny in the building.
Indeed. See, I'm going to start cussing people out for like 2 seconds. But she know her son. She know.
I might tell on them. So
she already know.
I might just snitch.
I might
just snitch.
Listen,
you tell on me every day. You tell on me every episode. Now I got to tell on you.
We are a syndicated series now. Oh, he said you're right. Gunslingers are only for white quarterbacks, and because Tony Romo was because Tony Romo was Hispanic, he does not get any love. If you are a minority throwing picks, you gotta get the hell out the field.
Now don't do that. I ain't never think about it like that. Y'all might be on to something. Y'all might be on to something.
Nah, Tamika said snitch.
Hey, Tamika know you be telling on me every show. She know.
Every opportunity I get, I got to throw LandLord under the bus.
It's about my time to spin back. I'm finna spin back on.
Man, that's so funny. He said, I'm here for the ligaments. Hold on. He said, my ligaments
so the ligaments won't be fine.
Oh, man.
Great.
Oh, Jesus, get me straight. Oh, Lord.
See how he switch up. He's saying Jesus and stuff. See, we ain't gonna let you slide. We ain't gonna let you slide.
I be calling the Lord when I need him. I need him right now.
We ain't never heard that boy say that word ever. We're gonna leave you
hold
alone.
on.
We're gonna leave you
We
alone.
gonna do that because you know I used to start off. You used to ask me. You say how you been? How you been? And that's how I was living righteous. I been around landlord too long, and this is wrong. If I had to cuss, listen, I wasn't even cussing people out that often until landlord came on here.
That's not true.
Mm-mm.
You actually are worse of influence on me than I am on you.
He said,
Look, y'all got the whole game twisted up. He done convinced y'all. He done pulled a swindle. That's what he did.
swindle. Hold on.
He done swindled the whole
The
nation.
vocabulary. Man, hold on. Speaking of swindling and gunslingers and all these other topics, they've been trying to swindle our opinion on young Rain Dakota Prescott. Now, this man finna break another record. If Dak Prescott throws for another 36 touchdowns in 2024, he will pass Kurt Warner, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Young, Donovan McNabb, and Jim Kelly on the all-time passing touchdown list. He's currently 49th all-time with a minimum of at least 5 seasons left because, you know, they say that can play to the like 36. So, how do you feel about Rain Dakota Prescott possibly jumping over? These are a lot of great quarterbacks. Kurt Warner, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Young. How do you feel about Dak jumping them in the history books?
Hold on. We got some crazy stuff going on in the chat. They say they timing people out for their opinion. Now, we don't time people out for them, but personal attacks and insanity. That's it. So, I mean, if they doing their opinion cleanly, I don't think we need to block them or nothing like that. So let them rock out.
Yeah, like, listen, we are not spokespersons for Rain Dakota Prescott. We do not personally know this man. He is the quarterback of the team, so we got a lot of respect and love for what he does. But
Matter of fact, when I got a chance to talk to him, he said he was too busy. So,
to be fair, you were not supposed to be over there.
I mean, do we ever supposed to be anywhere?
No, but you know I'm just saying.
Exactly. I had to pull a swindle.
You always try to swindle somebody. But yeah,
yeah, y'all can. Hey,
listen,
as long as you ain't personally attacking nobody, man, you can say what you want.
Yeah. And now listen, you saying stuff racist or you saying stuff, you know, just being despicable, that's a different story. But if you don't believe in somebody's skill set and you give a logical explanation without the name calling and shit, we ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? We here to talk football.
Chris Breezy said your team is trash. Chris Brown, you got enough heat on you. You over there taking pictures and stuff. Y'all need to simmer down. You took a break on the pictures and came over here with this nonsense.
We seen you in the picture with the boy, man. We already know how you get down, Brown. Quit playing, man.
You doing Power Ranger poses and everything.
Man, that man was finna hit the twerkulator on that man. Yeah, calm down, Chris. With the easiest schedule ever year anybody can. Who has the easiest schedule year in and year out? Dallas Cowboys do not have the easiest schedule. They don't even play in the easiest division to consistently have the easiest schedule. Like, who do you think we are? So, question: Why do people feel the Dallas Cowboys don't play anybody, but we always end up playing like 8, 9 playoff teams in a season?
Everybody sorry. No, everybody good until we beat them. Then they become sorry.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Because I could have sworn that the Lions went to the NFC Championship game and we handled them. I could have sworn that the Eagles were the 1 seed majority of the year and we blew them out. You know, I could have sworn that Seattle was a winning team and we beat them in a shootout. You know what I'm saying? I could have sworn that the Dallas Cowboys beat a lot of teams with winning records. Like, I know the Rams got blew out when they came to Dallas, but they went to the playoffs. I know we make them look like they bad, but they weren't really bad teams. We just make them look like that.
Exactly.
So yeah, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop. When you beat playoff teams, right? You beat playoff teams or teams with winning records. You know it. You know, like you deserve credit for that.
I'm feeling better about this year now.
That's what I'm saying, man. And listen, I want to talk to my people, man. I'm gonna take the graphic down. The Dallas Cowboys have done a lot of things to make me feel a little bit more confident in their ability to win games this year. I've been complaining. Listen, I can't complain all off season about the Dallas Cowboys not going out there and addressing defensive tackle and then shut up when they actually do bring defensive tackles in. They get credit for addressing a point of weakness. The Dallas Cowboys at one point just had Monty Smith coming off of shoulder surgery, a 7th-round pick, and a couple of journeymen. Now the Dallas Cowboys went and got 2 veteran defensive tackles, one of them as a Super Bowl winner. Matter of fact, I know that we don't really talk about it, but he's played in 2 Super Bowls. Like the one that we just got has played in 2 Super Bowls. He started on the Giants' last Super Bowl win. That's how old he is. He's 35, but he was on the Giants team his second year in the league when they won the Super Bowl, and he went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hell, matter of fact, do y'all remember when the Buffalo Bills shut us down last year? We couldn't do nothing against them boys up front.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, they both were on that defensive line. Jordan Phillips was on that defensive line, and Linval Joseph was on that defensive line. So the Dallas Cowboys got better. They got better up front. And if you can just use Monty Smith rotationally, you can use Justin Rogers rotationally, springing them in, Osa and Digazua in there rotationally. You got a good defensive line at this point in the interior.
I feel better because then I feel like we got better at the linebacker position too.
Much better at linebacker. Them boys been flying around. And listen, how you say his name? Liafu?
Maris Leofow.
Leofow. Because I messed it up every time. But yeah, Mr. Leofow has looked great. Eric Kendricks has looked like a veteran linebacker. He actually knows where the hell he's supposed to be. And I'm scared to say it, but even Damone Clark has looked decent in training camp at times. Right? And we ain't gonna even talk about Overshawn. We already know what he's doing. We already know how good he's been. So the Dallas Cowboys across the board have improved in areas that should positively impact their ability to defend the run. And if the Dallas Cowboys can do what other teams do to us, which is make them one-dimensional, the Dallas Cowboys still have premier pass rushers and a defensive scheme that can generate pressure. So if we can stop the run, Dallas Cowboys are in good shape in every game that we're in.
Micah kind of made me excited about Overshawn though.
He did,
because he gave a whole thesis about Overshawn. Like, you remember what I told you? I kind of got sad when he talked about Mozzie. He was on Mozzie top. But then when he talked about Overshawn, he already saying this man gonna be a great player in this league or a good player. He said something like that. He didn't say all of that about Mozzie. I'll tell you that much.
Can I say this in defense of that? Not what he said, but at least the man has been working with him extra. Like you can't tear me down and then not help me. You know what I'm saying? You can't tear me down and not help me get better. So at least this man got criticism and is trying to offer assistance.
Yeah, he did try to help him. He been staying after practice, doing extra reps with him and stuff too. So
now,
yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying that Michael Parsons should have even have said it, because I'm still concerned that this man is giving entire thesis statements on his fellow defensive players, because you're not the damn coach. But at the same time, at least if you're gonna talk, also have some action behind it. That's all I'm saying.
Just imagine though,
I'm concerned about talking.
If your coworker had to talk about you in front of the whole plant or the whole office or wherever you work, and they just be like, "Yeah, man, he ain't be taking long breaks and stuff," but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to publicly critique you that ain't your superior.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like you said, at least he helping the man.
Now listen, we know it's not right, but Michael Parsons is his superior in that defensive room.
I guess you could say that.
I mean, he's the tenured one. Like you may not always have a dude that's directly above you, but you also know there's some people that you cannot mess with at your job. They need them more than they need you.
He got priority for sure.
Now, I'm not saying use the power you have to be an asshole, which that was sort of asshole-ish, but you know.
It was.
You know, listen, I'm not straight up defending it. I'm just saying, like, I'm just being real about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. Like, you don't want that to happen, but then again, it is Monty Smith and Michael Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they listen, man. I ain't trying to go down the rabbit hole, right? I'm not trying to go down the rabbit hole, but Michael Parsons, let's keep it all the way at Thou Wow. Michael Parsons speaks and moves the way that he speaks and moves because the Dallas Cowboys empower him to do so. If he felt there would be any reprimand or any pushback for the actions he does or the things that he said, he probably wouldn't do it. But because he's Michael Parsons, he's one of the more popular players in the league, and the Dallas Cowboys empower him to speak on the behalf of the damn defense, he's going to do it. He's going to do it, and sometimes he's going to do it recklessly.
I think they scared of him.
They might be. Bitch, I might be.
That's a big young man. They probably just like, hey, man, you say something to him. No, you say something to him. No, you say something to him. Like, nah, we good.
My bad, Jeff, but was my mic down that low? My apologies, man. I turned it up a little bit. But yeah, but I'm just saying, if the Dallas Cowboys didn't want Michael Parsons to talk like that or do the things he did, they wouldn't empower him to do so. You know, they're like in New England, when Bill Belichick was there, nobody talked. There was not a single person that said shit. Tom Brady didn't even talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's the culture they want. So I'm not saying that Micah isn't wrong, but at the same token, they want it like that, bro.
Yeah, true. I mean, somebody said the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl.
I love,
Sir.
I wish that our Dallas Cowboys fans had that same kind of confidence.
Well, let's say I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna win. I say they ain't gonna win, but they'll play in it. Let's say it's Cowboys versus Dolphins. Then. We can compromise. We can find a middle ground, sir.
Yeah, them niggas ain't going nowhere. I'm not even finna sit here and lie to this man. The Dolphins are not gonna win their division. They're gonna get bounced in the wild card, just like they did last year, because they're a team that plays in sunny Florida all year, and they got to take their ass to the freezing cold in Pittsburgh or Kansas City or Buffalo somewhere, and they're going to get towed up because they ain't built. They are literally not built for it. You got a track team with no size going to the climate most of the time. Unless you got home field advantage throughout the playoffs, you are not going to win the damn Super Bowl. You're not. You're not.
True.
Let's keep it 1,000. I'm not finna sit here and lie to these folks.
Don't they got a dome too?
Hell no, they ain't got no dome.
They say dome teams always lose. I don't know why.
But they don't. They ain't gotta have a dome. They got like a, you know, their stadium has a opening that's always out there. Remember, it rained on us when we was out there for like a quarter.
I forgot I just left their stadium. That's my fault.
I know you're tweaking. I said, let's say the 1 seed and they play at home the entire time in good weather conditions and catch some lucky breaks. They're not built for it. How are they going to go out there? You know, how are they going to go out there and go to Kansas City and beat Patrick Mahomes. They're not built for that. They don't have a power run game. All their backs are speed guys. They don't have anybody to get the tough yardage. They don't have any bigger wide receivers to get possession catches like that. All those guys are 6 foot and under. They're super fast. They're super quick. They're great in space. But man, like the Dolphins got to get a counter punch before I say they can win a Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, the Dolphins. They still got to show me they can beat Josh Allen, because even Josh Allen without all the weapons he's had, I don't know if they can beat that man consistently, because they always give this man like a massive running lane for some weird reason. Like this man,
I gotta see Josh Allen without Stephon Diggs. That's what I want to see.
I do want to see that, but they went and got our boy. They went and got our boy, man.
Who they got?
They went and got Keon.
Oh yeah. I mean, Keon Coleman with him compared to Keon Coleman with Dak, that's two different things to me. But I get what you're saying.
I mean, let me look at the Bills. This is totally off topic. I don't give a damn about the AFC, but let me look at their wide receivers real quick, because I feel like they got better wide receivers than I'm thinking that they got. So Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, KJ Hamler, Damiere Byrd, Andy Isabella, Tyrell Shavers, Xavier Johnson. I like their tight ends better than their wide receivers, because they got Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. But they replaced. They didn't do anything but get a whole bunch of little fast dudes. I'm not sure if that's going to equate to anything. All right, next topic of discussion, because this one does affect the Dallas Cowboys though, Lynn. And we got about 10 minutes before we wrap this up, before we get to our hour mark. So we got just about enough time to finish this last talking point.
It seems like I see a lot of Micah bashing in the chat, and like I just want to say, I'm gonna have to reclaim my title. I'm the soldier boy of that movement. You know what I'm saying? I was the first person to have the gall to speak up against Michael Parsons. That's all.
Why are you talking like Michael Parsons is a terrorist? You just speak up against Michael Parsons. What?
I'm the soldier boy of this.
We gonna stop you. We gonna stop you. Somebody should tell on this man. Somebody should just tell on this man and get it over with. I'm about sick of LandLord. But
some people be scared to call out people. I ain't saying he's the worst person in the world, but you gotta hold him accountable too. That's all.
I'm just saying. You said you were the first person to speak up against him. Like you could have sworn this man was trafficking children or something. Like, this man just podcasting and throwing his teammates under the bus, man. This man ain't
that's pretty terrible when you think about it. Look how he did it. He said podcasting and throwing his teammates on the bus. That's horrible. That's terrible, actually.
Not compared to the way you make it sound. Like this man had to at least kill 2 people.
in a football sense, sir. In a football sense.
You know I'm playing, man. God. Oh, Jesus. But nah, bro. Jamar Chase, rumors that he wants a 4-year, $160 million contract. Anybody that's slow at math, that's $40 million a year. How do you feel about the Dallas Cowboys letting the CeeDee Lamb shit draw out? Because we see how quickly other teams get deals done. Like, we're sitting here talking right now, and by the time our show ends, Jamar Chase could have signed a contract for $140. Because that would directly affect CeeDee Lamb. Give a damn. They up and talking about fighting over 33. They didn't even get to 35 that Justin Jefferson is making. If Jamar Chase signs for $40 million, the Dallas Cowboys got to go back to the drawing board. Well, so what are your thought process of CeeDee Lamb still not being signed and another record-setting contract possibly coming down the pipeline before we know it?
I mean, can you feel sorry for somebody who boat sink and you seen them drilling holes in it?
Nope.
Can you feel sorry about that?
no, you can't feel sorry for them, but landlord, they're not the only people on the boat. We were on.
True, I'm on the boat
We
too.
on the boat. We on the boat.
But look, though, that's our fault for staying on the boat. We seen them drilling the holes, bro. We seen them.
Mm-mm.
That sounds dirty for some reason. Pause, I guess. I don't know.
You seen them drilling the holes. Like pray,
Pause.
pray.
But yeah. But I wouldn't feel sorry for them. They got to get something done. That's on them. They got to get something done. Like we said, we the only fan base that got to be an accountant. We got to do the math ourselves. Like, man, y'all handle that. That's y'all business. That's y'all job. Y'all pay these folks. If y'all want nice things, you got to pay for them. It's just how it go.
Mm-hmm. It is. Pause. Yeah, I know. But this is the thing, man. Like, it is a crazy jump, but it's not if you really think about it. Because Jamar Chase has been the standard, right? He has been the standard. It's either been him or Justin Jefferson, who everybody has claimed to be the best wide receiver in the National Football League for the past couple of years. Especially since Jamar Chase helped the Bengals get to a Super Bowl his rookie year, right? Set all those records, did all those things he did, blase, blase, blase. So Jamar Chase getting more money than Justin Jefferson comfortably is not crazy when you think about what the Cincinnati Bengals went through prior to having him and Joe Burrow. Like they would sell a portion of their population to have the money to sign Jamar Chase to a long-term deal, because they don't want to go back to being the Cincinnati Bengals. Right.
I got another relatable analogy.
Go ahead, man.
Okay. If you seen your cousin partying every day this week, I'm talking about from Sunday to Sunday, and then on that Monday she need help with her power bill, would you feel sorry for her?
Of course not.
Like, what are you doing? Your priorities are out of order, man. So that's what the Cowboys are, man. We out here partying all week, like we ain't got to pay the rent next month.
That is some wild shit. Do you know how? I'm still tripping. Like, why is your name Dak Delusional Fan? Like, why is your name that? Why is your name named that, man? Like,
He says all the Dak fans are delusional. That's his thesis.
That's his life, apparently. Is that your entire personality?
You ask him about the weather, and he gonna start talking about the Cowboys.
Like, yeah, man, you know, it's supposed to be hot out. Like, yeah, fuck Dak Prescott. They don't ever need to pay that boy. Like, what? Heard it might rain.
What you want to eat tonight? Yeah, man, I'm just feeling like fuck Dak Prescott.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Man, Jesus, give me strength. Yeah, his old lady trying to tell her about what the kid did at school today. Like, you know, your son made all B's. Yeah, Jerry Jones gonna make an F if he signed Dak Prescott to a long-term extension. Fuck all that.
Oh Lord, my bad. The analogy had a gender. I forgot everything is all gender these days. I should have put I should have asked for a pronoun before I did it. My bad. It was just an analogy, man. My fault.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Cause y'all always begging. That's why. Nah, we ain't cleaning up shit. Cause you know
the analogy gotta have a pronoun.
Nah,
that's crazy.
The analogy is the analogy.
Now there's some sorry dudes out here too, be begging, because I got some in my family.
There are, but I just gotta talk shit. You know I'm been meddling. I got the middle. He said they did.
Man, and look, I'm telling you right now, I can see it. I got the crystal ball. Listen, in the next 10 years, you ain't gonna be able to say nothing. They gonna make us like, which one of them countries can't talk, can't say nothing against the government? China or somebody? Like, they can't say nothing wrong. That's who we gonna be. They gonna censor everything. We ain't gonna be able to say nothing. Okay? Get ready for it. freedom of speech, that's out the window.
He said, "Why we gotta be in the club?"
You out here balling out and gonna be in the dark with never candles.
Just bought a section. The bottle had sparklers on it. You should have took the sparklers off the bottle and lit your house up, man.
Facts.
Bottle came out with sparklers on it.
Your children eating ramen noodles the whole week because of you.
Man. That's sad. That's funny, though. Dustin Kitchen in the building. What's up, my guy? How you been, my boy? Let's see.
Oh, this ain't no election day, man.
I ain't voting for nobody.
I ain't against nobody, though. Or I ain't for nobody or against nobody. I'm neutral.
I don't trust a single politician. If they got teeth and they breathing, I know they lying.
Facts.
Like, you gotta think about it, man. A bunch of rich people form rich people gangs and get all the poor working class people to vote them into power. That sounds crazy to me. Like, you cannot relate to anything I got going on. None of y'all can relate to what I got going on, man. Like, you were rich before you became a politician. That's how you could afford the campaign.
Oh yeah, Action always coming with the knowledge, man. He got me on that one. He said, "Lamb, but you gotta understand, you stand in the same house."
Think about it. Think, landlord.
I got some lighters though. I got a lighter and a candle. I'm gonna be good. I got a battery powered TV. As long as the water running, I'm good. I'm from the hood, Action. I can survive, man.
Man. Like, I don't.
Then I got, if all else fails, I got a long ass extension cord too. What y'all know about that?
And man, I don't be tripping about Democrat, Republican. I'm gonna eat regardless of what office, man. I'm gonna figure it out.
See, when it comes to the election, like I don't get political, but I say this. I mean, no matter what happens, you still gotta go to work. You still gotta survive. You still gotta provide. So I mean, all the little details is, it is what it is with those, but in the grand scheme of things, you still got to do what you got to do.
Oh, my mama. He said, Kendall, fuck them. Man, you ain't lying, bro.
They got a viral post going around saying men can't have candles. Like they said a candle is soft now. Candles are feminine now. So
man, candles.
You need it. They said men got to use an incense. That's crazy.
So let me get this straight. So when the lights go out, so like if a storm happens, I can't even have candles to light my house up.
The post said, as a grown man, what you doing buying candles? So I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do, fellas.
As a grown man, what am I doing not buying candles? What the fuck are you talking about?
Because I like the way they smell, man. Leave me alone.
So our house is supposed to smell like musk and struggle. And masculinity. That's what our house was.
Wood and oak. That's it.
Iron, man. Our house gotta smell like sulfur, like a demon came through that.
Smell like a welding, carpentry.
Like how dare you enjoy the fragrance of lilies, nigga.
Ain't no real man ever had lavender, nigga. What is you talking about? You shouldn't even know what that is.
This man said Negroes in the dark because they hard. They too hard. They gotta see you, man. You just struggling sulfur. Yeah, dog. You gotta smell like you just fought your demons literally. Like you just really got through boxing that mother.
Man, we need a mediator because we just get off subject. You know it's time to go. It's right time to go because we be on the verge of getting canceled every time we do this. Like the AI gotta evaluate this whole conversation.
It's
hopefully we see y'all next time. Hopefully.
They be taking pages now. So you just gotta pray about it.
You gotta say Mayor counters gotta look like that. We gotta have them the medieval counters.
You know, man, you know the one they used to carry around like this.
Yep. Look, then we gotta hold them, and while the wax falling down, we gotta keep a straight face. We can't make no emotions. You gotta tough it out. But look, before we go, I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. CeeDee Lamb say he love candles though. But yeah, I go by LandLord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all remember that? They asked CeeDee Lamb what he do, and he was saying he like candles or something. But I'm just saying though, I don't think candles are feminine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they just candles. How can an object just be, you know? Well, never mind. That's a story for another day.
An object is now feminine because y'all said so. When it was
because
it was gender neutral and had a purpose. Now it's just feminine.
It's just you're sassy if you use one. But man, don't end up on the watch list. We already on that list, TJ. We already on a target out here. Yeah, I can't help it, man. But look though, what y'all feel about that? Do y'all still feel like cameras are feminine when CeeDee Lamb said he likes it? So
of course, because listen, part of them are mad at CeeDee Lamb because he won't take $33 million without disclosing the other significant things in the contract. You're like, oh, he turned out $33 million. Dog, it was a 7-year deal. they trying to sign him into slavery.
He finna get a football 360 deal, and y'all man.
That man gonna be playing with the next 2 quarterbacks. That man gonna be here so long.
Man, let me get out of here, man.
June said, why y'all cheat Detroit every time?
Look, to be fair though, I can see how he feel that way though. I really could. Like, I ain't gonna say we cheated him, but if I was a Detroit fan, I might feel the same way. I'll just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because what that was the first time when D-Law had that sack and won the game, it was like a crazy call right before that.
Yeah, they picked up a flag. Or some shit like that.
And it was a pretty obvious bad call. But look, bro, we ain't gonna feel sorry for you because we get screwed. We got to catch no catch, sir. So hey, we forever got grace.
And listen, I want y'all to remember this most important thing. Nobody held a gun to your head and made you go for 2 4 times. Like, with 3 or 4 times, y'all try to go for 2 in the same position. Kick the field goal and tie the game up, dog. You did not have to lose the game right then. You didn't have to lose the game right then. Your coach was just stubborn.
True.
Like, your coach was just stubborn on that. And yes, I remember, like we just said, the playoff game, the pass interference was a questionable call. But
Actually,
this last game, you said always.
Hold on. Action need to be censored. Like, hey.
Wait a minute.
Action be going off.
Nico gonna be hard and lonely. Well, I'll be soft and. That's my boy, man.
Hey, man. Action went crazy this show right here. But yeah, man, I gotta get up out of here.
Hey, bro, like I swear to God, your coach being over aggressive also cost y'all against the 49ers. Had this man not went for it, that meant when y'all were still up 14, and he went for it, if he had just kicked the field goal, it would have still been a 3-possession game. The moment that he didn't get it, they got that big play down the other end and got to the red zone and scored a touchdown in like 3 plays. It was 7.
June, that was on y'all though. Y'all was being just arrogant. Cause y'all we got the penalty on y'all. Y'all still had another opportunity to run the play again.
Ah, damn. Willard got that damn Alabama education, bro. I'm sorry. He said the Cowboys always chalk. What the fuck is chalk?
Don't say nothing about Alabama education, sir. Relax yourself.
I'm just saying, what is chalk?
Hey.
What is
maybe
chalk?
We ain't smart enough. I don't know.
Elaborate, my boy. I'm meddling with my boy, man. It's all good. I'm meddling. But we out this mug, man. God bless America. Fuck y'all team. We don't really care that much about them. And
Yikes.
LandLord, what the West used to be saying, man?
Never look down because the star is up. Peace.
Peace. Thank you for tapping in, though, June. It's all love. We'll see you next stream, man.